Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
All right.
Who's that? I can't.
Hang out. Hang out. Hang out. Look at all the people. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I can't hear David. Here, take your Cheerios. Here you go. Don't dump them. No, no.
One of these times we're gonna start this like no problem.
Yeah.
Probably on the last one. Still can't hear you. You have to go up and hit microphone.
Don't dump these out. Hi. 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 No, no. Well, we've never had good luck starting these.
Yeah. And no one's ever heard. I never heard from that other guy, right?
Mm-mm.
What are you staring at? What are you staring at?
Yes, I need to resend it. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so it should be live right now, right?
Yeah, it's live. Okay. I'll start with the prayer.
Okay.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for this day. We thank Thee for the opportunity we had to come together as classmates, and please help us to have Thy Spirit with us and help us to have a good discussion. We love Thee and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Hey, and before we get started, Scotty, do you have a partner for the accountability project?
I don't know. I asked for someone at the beginning, but the one person hasn't done it all year. Every time I've looked, so you could.
Hey, well, let's add each other because I do it right now with Jessica, but let's add. Do you want to add each other as well?
Yeah, I'll send you my link on our email. Yeah. I can send it right here, actually. So I do it through OneDrive.
Yeah, I do too. So I'll share it with you right now as well. What's your email?
CLIP.
Wait 1 second. Okay, so Clint.
Oh, Clip. CLIP.
Okay. All right.
07.
Okay.
SW@yahoo.com.
Clip07SW@yahoo.com. That's right. Clip07SW@yahoo.com.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sent it to you. Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay, did y'all like this case study?
Yeah, that was good.
It's pretty easy.
I liked it because it was 9 pages. My favorite one so far.
Okay, so we'll start. Just quickly, if we can summarize the case. So we have Martha, and she works for a beverage company. Oh gosh. No, baby. So she works for a beverage company, and she is in promotions, but she doesn't have a very good manager. So she really hasn't been developed much, and she works with Jamie, I think his name is, and he is having, there's like talk of him having an affair with her manager. So she's trying to decide if she should stay there, move somewhere else within the company, or go to a completely different company.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so I think So yeah, so that's we just summarized that.
Yes. And okay. How did she get into this mess?
By
Is the
taking
first
the
question.
wrong job.
Well, so I think she got into this mess because she was seeking. She had an idea of what she wanted, and it's not turning out to what she wanted. But I think so. I think the overarching theme is she was a capable individual. She had initiative. She had all these things, and she wanted to learn something, and she felt that she could learn that from an established, systematical corporation. But the thing is she's living the corporate life, so there's not necessarily anything wrong with the life she's living. It's just the corporate life. Everybody at an entry-level corporation is going to have to do something similar to what she's doing. You know what I mean? But like what she was expecting was something that she experienced at her internship, which wasn't a corporate life. That was uh, a privately held personal organization where if you're working for some other guy that recognized her talents and abilities, where you don't have to play the political game like you do at where she is now. So the mess that she's in my mind, is does she want to play that corporate political life game, or does she want to go somewhere where she's able to expand and grow by being herself, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's also dealing with I think the people is a big deal too. People she's in direct contact with, the Potomac or whatever it is, she hates, she doesn't like, and she got along well with the other ones.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Eating going to work is horrible.
No. Oh. Yeah, absolutely. And it also, I mean, a lot of it isn't her fault in the first place also, because, I mean, if those two, if Jamie and, Bettit or whatever, are having an affair, then there's going to be an intense relationship there, and so she's kind of like the third wheel, Obviously, like, they're always going to be kind of looking down on her and, like, pushing her and, like,
And it seems like that Vaughn guy is known around the company as being hard to work with, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of a punk.
Okay. So it kind of talks about how it all happened. So what did y'all say she should do?
I said, go back to her other job. And if she didn't do that, I said stick with what she's doing now, because asking to switch is going to make her look bad.
Yeah.
So either stay with what she's doing or just leave completely.
Yeah. Well, I think, so in my opinion, like what's happening here is so they're going from a regional to a national brand. And so the top guy, whatever his name is, what was the guy, Bautista?
Mm-hmm.
So Bautista, he's bringing in a bunch of MBA students. And in my mind, what he's doing is he realizes that if we're going to be going to a national brand, we need the individuals with the training necessary to do that. And so in my mind, the reason that he's going through a hiring spree of bringing in all these MBA students is because he's establishing the next wave of, middle management, upper management people. And so those other people that don't have the MBAs and stuff like that, like they can only advance so far. Because in the end, like those people that pursue the MBA, like they typically have something different than the other individuals. So he's bringing all these people in order to shift the culture of the company to be able to accomplish what they're looking for, which is national branding and a national company that's stealing market share from the established companies. And so really, and I think those people know it because they said that they've been passed up for employment opportunities and promotions, that her direct superior and stuff like that. And I think it's because they're not looking for those kind of people anymore. They're looking for people like her and other talented MBA students to replace that. And so if I were her and she wanted to live that corporate life and live that structure and that culture, then I suggested that she stay there, but she does move departments, because the thing is Batista's going to be on her side. Like he recognizes already that her boss is kind of iffy, and plus if they're having an affair, then that's an easy way out. You know what I mean? Like if you approach her, like, look at, like, I think there's some inappropriate behavior happening here. They treat me differently. Like I don't like it. Like they'd move her in a heartbeat to a completely different segment of the company. So she could leave from health drinks to sports drinks or to carbonated drinks and still be able to advance and do those things, and she won't be associating with anybody that had anything to do with that other part, you know what I mean? That other division, which would allow her to get a new start. So that's what I would do if I were her. But if I didn't want to live that corporate life, and personally, like, I wouldn't want to, then I'd go leave completely and go to deep dive, and she never should have gone. So in my opinion, she never should have taken that job in the first place. She should have gone to deep dive where they like appreciated and gave her opportunities to use her talents and abilities to progress the business.
Yeah, those are good points. I think that I don't remember what drove her to the beverage company in the first place, but she went with them for a reason. So I did say that I thought she should stick it out, because she did choose not to go with the pizza place, even though she'd been there before. But I did say that she should go to the head guy, the VP, and talk to him about what was going on, and maybe she could move departments.
Yeah, she should definitely move departments.
Yeah.
I'm the only loser that said otherwise.
Yeah, what's tough, because she can stick it out there, but the thing is, it's so hard because those two are having an affair. If they weren't having an affair, then it would be a completely different story. But since they're having an affair, it's going to end in catastrophe. So that might be good as well. If she just sticks it out and waits for it to end in catastrophe, she's going to be the
good
too.
It's going to make her look better because everyone knows how those two are and what they're doing. It's not like a secret. And so I think it would help her in the long run if she sticks it out, saying, oh, man, this is what she could do with these people. She could work with anyone. But
yeah, no, that's true. And she could leverage their situation to her advantage, because they will eventually, one of those two will get fired. You know what I mean? Because like an affair can only last so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think either way, if things go good, you'd be like, oh, these people like do everything. If it goes bad, say I tried, but these two are having an affair and they did everything.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, and also, so I think this entire case study was the basis of like organizational behavior and like office politics. And so I think if I were her, like, I mean, I probably wouldn't do this, but I mean, it really like she could use this to her advantage in reality, but it would require like cunning, genius.
Yeah, see, my recommendation was for her to seduce Vaughn and then just do a love triangle and make things
Wait, what?
to seduce Vaughn. She should have seduced Vaun and it would have been a three-way love triangle.
Oh, yeah, and then it would create a lot of drama.
It would have made it interesting.
Yeah, that would have made it real interesting.
Huh.
But, yeah, no, so that's a good point. But still, like, I don't, overall, her reasons for going there in the first place were to receive structural training in marketing. Because the thing is like, anyone after school, they need that practical experience. And so like a lot of people go work for these like big firms because they have an established track record and they have processes that already are proven, you know what I mean? And so she's able to learn those processes for future things. But the thing is like she's not really, I guess she is indirectly like seeing all the processes, but in my mind it is always more effective to build something than, because she can go to that other place, deep dive, and if she would have gone there from the first place, she would have learned real world practical experience much quicker than she will at the Panomic water, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think her idea of going there in the first place was skewed. I don't think it was a valid idea, you know? Like if it was like McKinsey or something like that, like a top 5 marketing firm, like the big dogs, like I think that would be different. But I mean, this is just a regional water source, you know? Like they're nothing in the grand scheme of things, you know? If it's either going to be a top firm or having opportunities to really apply yourself, in my mind, you know? Plus $15,000 additional at deep dive, like what the heck was she thinking?
That's true.
Yeah, it's not like she was taking more money at this place.
Yeah. Like there was in my mind there was nothing beneficial about going there. Besides, well, I mean that's not nothing.
Okay. Okay, so we need to discuss the Lady Follett, her as a leader. So what's going on with her as a leader? Is she a good one? What makes her a bad one if she's a bad one?
Wait, what did they say her name is? Lady Follett?
Her last name's Follet.
Well, what's good about her, she gives perks to the job for anyone that works with her.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to work for that lady.
So what are her strengths?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think she has any strengths.
Yeah, I didn't see
leader.
Nothing?
Maybe she did previously because she is in that position for a reason, but right now she's not really showing anything.
Yeah, right now she's too caught up in her love affair.
Yeah.
And doesn't she spend half the time at home or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the little interaction she does have is like pretty direct, and she's just like kind of demeaning from the get-go. Like she doesn't. But I think it's that she feels her job is threatened. You know what I mean? Because like if you think about it, like they have to know that their company is shifting, and they have to realize that like they're bringing in all these MBA students for a reason. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like the company, because this happens with every single company. Is they start out, and people hate this. Is like it starts out with the mom and pop shop. They start being successful, and they have to start streamlining operations. And in order to do that, what they do is they bring in a bunch of MBA students, Harvard grads, put them on the executive team, and they know how to run things according to a textbook that is proven to work time and time again, no matter the organization. You know what I mean? And so that ingenuity that created the company is lost, and the corporate life is beginning to establish. And those individuals that don't have that MBA, they fall by the wayside. And I think they realize that this is happening because they said that we're shifting from a regional to a national brand. They've been passed up for job opportunities, and they're bringing in a bunch of MBA students. And so in my mind, I think that leader knows that she's getting ousted here as soon as there's an opportunity. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I have to use the restroom really quick, so you guys keep talking. Sorry.
Okay, so it says some of the things about her, that she acts suspiciously, she gives no support to the main lady, and what David said, she possibly feels threatened or unhappy at work. And then there's that lack of trust, so she doesn't trust Martha, and Martha doesn't trust her.
Yeah.
And then we have to talk about Jamie, the man. So what's going on with him, which we already kind of talked about him, but
I think he just feels threatened by whoever's coming in because he doesn't have all that. He has the experience, but not the schooling. It feels like he feels threatened.
look, did you see the baby? Yeah. Baby, say baby.
Say, no, what's your kid's name?
This is Ellie.
Ellie. Hi, you want to say hi to Ellie?
What's your baby's name?
Kai.
Say hi, Kai.
Oh, you're so happy right now. Of course.
Say hi.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Oh, so cute. Hi. Good job. Okay, it says that Jamie let's see. He's seeking to favorably establish himself in the organization. Obviously, he's going about it in the wrong way. Unhealthy behavior that conflicts with the power dynamic in the organization as well. Okay, and then we need to talk anything about Jamie. We already kind of talked about him.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so as far as Martha, which is the main girl, why do you think she received a poor appraisal, and did she deserve it?
I think that she kind of argued about it. Like, just didn't take it. I think that led to a poor appraisal for her.
Come again?
I think it's because she argued with stuff, didn't just take what they said. Like, she did it, but she wasn't always happy about it. And that could lead to poor reviews.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that kind of bothered me about this was all that work that she put into for the presentation that the boss did. She wasn't really recognized for it, and I think that kind of discouraged her a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she wasn't asked to do anything similar after that, even though she did a good job. So that was kind of discouraging.
Yeah, but the main boss recognized that because when she went to help that other team, he's all like, hey,
Yeah.
so you're really good at this, like you should stick to that, you know?
Yeah. So I think she got discouraged because she felt that praise, and then she wasn't asked to do anything again similar to that.
Yeah, but also I think so. I think this is so she wants to at her other place, like she had a lot of freedom to go and do whatever she wanted, you know. And so she probably had that expectation going to this place.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I think those people are like established and all this stuff. But I think that anytime you go in there like seeking recognition from the get-go, like if you were her, like in my mind, like how it works is this: is like you put in like 2 solid years of like solid performance. And then they recognize, like, oh, this kid's a go-getter, like, he's going to do whatever he needs to do. And they recognize that. That gives them time. And at that time, all you do is, like, you don't care about anything. You don't care about any recognition. You don't care about nothing. Like, all you care about is working harder than everybody else. Because after a couple of years, like, every person in that company will know this person is a stud, you know? And at that point, like, you get whatever you want and do whatever you want. But, like, you have to pay your tenureship. And if you do it without any seeking, then they recognize that of like this kid's not doing it because like and although you're just doing it with a longer term vision than the other people that are doing it. You know what I mean? Where she's good at doing her stuff, but she's looking at to get appraisal and like recognition within like the first 6 months. You know, in my mind, like if you really want to play the political game, you spend 2 solid years doing everything you can for everybody else, and then at that point, like it's gotten over the point where they believe you're doing it for recognition, and they believe that you're just really good at that. And then at that point, you can get whatever. And so I think she just has unrealistic expectations.
Well, I think it's because she went from that other job where she had responsibility going to this one where she's making copies and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be frustrating, but I know what you're saying. Let's see. Okay, what are the critical events or choice points encountered over the past 6 months at Potomac Waters, and what could she have done differently?
Wait, what was the question again?
What are the critical events or choice points encountered over the past 6 months at Potomac Waters, and what could she have done differently?
The shouting match, coffee cooler. I think she could have done that not in front of everyone.
Absolutely.
You know, done it somewhere else.
Yeah. Or not even shouting much at all, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, just take it.
Yeah, I think that was a critical moment. I think it was a critical moment when she got the email from the one dude that said, "Hey, you did really good on this stuff. Like, I want you to do that." And that also shows that like he knew that was done by her, and so like he knew that because she felt like her stuff wasn't going recognized. But Batista, the head guy, like he knew that he's the one that did a lot of the analytics for that market research that they presented at the thing. So although what's her face didn't give her recognition, he knew that she was part of it and did a lot for it, you know, because he's like, you need to focus on that stuff. You don't need to focus on this other thing. He's like, do this where you excel, you know. So he already recognizes that he does that, and so I think that was kind of a pivotal moment is when she said that, and then she got it from the other thing. It was kind of like frustrating, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made sense at all.
Okay. Yeah, that made sense. Okay. What can she do to repair the relationship with her boss, with Jamie? Yeah. What can she do to repair those relationships?
What do you guys think?
I think the only way that Jamie's gonna like her is if she does everything he says. I think that's why he doesn't like her, because he gives her stuff back. But I don't know. I think it'd be tough to get in his good graces.
His good graces?
Yeah. Because she's not one just to do everything, you know, with no questions asked. It seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think her personality is just to be submissive. I think she's gonna give pushback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she could probably have a conversation with them, but I don't know how much it would help. I don't know if those relationships are already too far gone.
Yeah, but also like the thing is in my mind, like I don't even think the relationship with Jamie matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think in the overall thing, like they're looking to. I would still like try to maintain it, and I'd just do everything I could, you know, but not for the sake of Jamie. Like I wouldn't care what the heck Jamie thought or did. Like I just do what he asked me to do, and then I would realize that like Jamie's just because he already got passed up for job opportunities, and so in my mind it's just like yeah, like let the guy do what he wants, and I'll do what he needs to because I'm just paying my price, and I'm gonna overstep him in a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it necessarily like, oh, I need to build the relationship. In my mind, it's like, yeah, I need to, you know, respect him as my superior right now, do everything I can to help him, but realize that like I'm not his friend, I'm not his buddy. Like I'm gonna work with him and do what I need to do to move on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In.
Let's see. What are the advantages of staying, and then what would be the disadvantages
What do you guys think?
Disadvantages
of staying?
is she's gonna get that eventually. I think get that marketing training and stuff that she wanted, and it looks like there might be more room for growth there. But the disadvantages of staying is you might have to work with those people longer and get paid $15,000 less.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's definitely advantages to staying as far as that company. I mean, they're established and
Yeah.
they're growing, and it might give her some good. I mean, it seems like it's what she wants to do. Disadvantages, I guess, maybe not being developed as she'd like. You know, because initially when she researched that company, it was like you're promoted within 2 years. You know, you get reviews every 3 months. All these different things that weren't happening for her. So.
Yeah.
What are the advantages of leaving? Which would be if she went to the pizza place and she'd get more money.
Happy again.
Yeah. And then disadvantages of leaving. What could be the lost opportunities?
So I think that the advantages of leaving is that I think everything that she wants to learn, because it's Deep Dive is a pretty big place. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like some hole in the wall. Like it's got like regional like presence, and so obviously they're in the business of like expanding, and they've got like a pretty good operation going. They're able to make money, and it's popular. And so I think the advantage is this is like they would put her on like special events, and they already have like she had opportunities to make like make deals with suppliers. Like she was able to do create like cost analyses for new investment opportunities. Like she's able to do all these things as an intern, and so like, it shows that like she'd get a very broad perspective of the entire business cycle, which is priceless. You know what I mean? Like these guys that make it to like the top, these CEOs of and CFOs and corporate execs of these big companies, like they're not just good at finance or good at marketing or good at something. Like they're good at everything. They know every dynamic of the business. Otherwise, they can't talk with all the different execs about all these different things, you know. And so, like, I think she needs that if she wants to. And she's ambitious. Like you tell her, she's ambitious. And so, like, really, this mid-sized pizza place is going to give her a much broader dynamic of business than, you know, one side of like marketing analysis. You know, like I just think for what she's looking for, like I think she'll learn a lot more quickly, and she'll be getting paid more at the other place.
Hey, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna jump back on the call like in 5 minutes. Is that okay? I'm gonna jump on it on my phone.
Okay.
What do you think?
Come here. But yeah, I have the end of the story. So, okay, so this is what happened. Follette and Vaughn both left shortly, and she learned that Follette had been job hunting during her time there. She got 2 new bosses who admired her work and relied on her. She was promoted ahead of schedule. So she stayed.
That's good. But who left thereafter? Jamie and who else?
Jamie and her manager, Follette.
They both left?
They both left.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so what did she learn about herself? And then what have you learned about yourself and what motivates you at work?
So what do you think? What did you learn?
Gosh, I don't know. I guess like just don't get discouraged. Like, I mean, I know that eventually I want to work for corporate, and I know it's difficult because I would start at the bottom again, but I think it would be worth it in the long run for my family and, you know, I guess I'll pay my dues again, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, I think well, this is just made me realize, because in my mind, like, I thought she was a big baby, you know, like, I thought she was looking at this the entire wrong way. And I think that's what kind of showed me about myself, is like, in my mind, like, you do whatever it takes to win, you know what I mean? And like, if those were her obstacles, like, so in my mind, like, you never view anyone else, no one else has the power to hinder your ability to perform, you know what I mean? Like, they could do whatever they want, and like, in my mind, like, it doesn't matter, like, I'm still going to succeed regardless of what they do or what they don't do, you know? And so in my mind, it's like, you pay your dues, like, you do whatever they ask you to do always and forever, and you exceed it over and over and over again for as long as you need to, until like you become the boss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to do with every single person. There's always somebody above you that you have to prove that you are the best employee that they've ever had in their entire life, until eventually, like, and if they don't see it, then somebody else will, and they'll promote you, you know? And like, I think, like, I truly believe that's what it is. But that's only if you want to live the corporate life. But it also made me realize, like, do I really want to live the corporate life? Because with the other opportunity, like, she didn't have to do any of that. Like, she could have just gone and excelled. She could have put in what she needed and learned things that she needed to learn. So, like, in me, like, it was like, I think I'm going to work for corporate America for a while, but like, in the end, like, I don't want to be in corporate America. Like, I want to be in my own place where I could do whatever the heck I want, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what I learned from it.
Good.
Hey, you have work here soon or what?
Yeah, in like 10 minutes.
Oh, really? So we gotta get going?
Yeah. So we're almost to the end.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. How can managing up be applied at work? What are the principles of power within an organizational structure? It's said that people don't leave a company, they leave a boss. Why do you think that is?
Because the boss has the direct influence over you.
Yeah.
That's your real experience, you know?
Yeah, like, I love Chick-fil-A. Like, I've worked for Chick-fil-A for 12 years. I love the company.
It's a long time.
I don't necessarily love my boss sometimes.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Yeah.
12 years?
Yeah, 12 years.
Dang, that's crazy.
Hi.
You started in high school.
Yes. It was my first job. So, well, only job, really.
So you've worked there for a long time. So now you're the manager of a brand store or what?
Yeah, so now I'm the GM.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that a good job?
It is. I just don't want to do it forever because I'd rather be at the corporate level of Chick-fil-A. So.
Yeah, so do you think you'll go there or what?
Yeah, like, I'm probably going to go there next year.
Really?
Yeah, I'm already networking, making those connections, and everyone's like, yeah, you're shoo-in.
What do you want to do there?
I want to do HR.
Oh, really? Nice.
That's my goal. Yeah, I'm gonna get my master's. That's my next goal.
Nice. That's sweet. How much longer do you have here with your undergrad?
I think I'll be done in December. So.
Oh, nice. Me too.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's a lot of time at one place. 12 years.
Yeah.
Do they offer retirement? Can you retire from Chick-fil-A?
You can through corporate, but like, as like an like, if you owned a Chick-fil-A, you would have to do your own retirement plan.
That makes sense. Cool. Yeah. All right, what else do we need to do? Sorry.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't know if you did the reading yet. Did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I haven't either, so we'll have to skip that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And next week, are you leading?
Yeah, I'll lead next week.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'll talk to him and get to do it because we're moving to New York this week, and so it might be kind of busy. I might not be able to, but I'll talk to him. If I'll talk to Scotty, and if not him, then I will. But I'll make sure to clarify with him.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right. Good luck. Bye.
Bye.